Welcome back. I'm joined today by three experts to discuss the issues of the day that are of interest to me. You'll see my first guest in casting offices throughout the city. Please welcome struggling commercial actor Lance Baker.
Lance Baker, not represented.
What are you doing?
It's called slating.
This is
In the
what you
commercial
do
world,
at
you
an
say
audition.
hello, give your name and your agency.
This is when you're auditioning
When
for
I'm
a commercial.
auditioning, yeah.
And how's that going?
Not well.
Oh.
Not well.
Sorry. You'll find my next guest in subdued casinos and quiet backrooms across the country. Please welcome professional low-stakes gambler Chet Hardlink. Hello.
Brian, how are you?
Good, Chet. How are you doing?
Bit of a rough day at the tables this morning.
Ooh, lost some money?
About $8.75.
$875.
$8.75.
Okay. I mean, all right.
That's almost 2 Grand Slams at Denny's.
Yes, that's true. Or a sandwich, maybe a hoagie, large.
Man, I wish I was living that large.
Ooh. And my final guest is from the third age of Middle Earth, where he resides happily in the Shire. Please welcome a Hobbit, Dinke Fannybottom.
Good day. A pleasure to be here.
I'm glad to have you here, Dinke. And is Fannybottom, is that a prestigious surname in the Hobbit community?
It's a family name. A lot of the names are based on your physical features. And
Okay.
my Fanny is a bottom.
As are...
I haven't fought orcs, but I certainly fought a nasty frost this past fall. My precious is a turnip.
So your adventures are pretty much contained around your home environment.
Yes, tiny adventures.
Not really a movie subject.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see. There might-
Indie film?
Indie film about a hobbit with a turnip in his backyard.
Yeah, exactly.
Huh, interesting.
They'll make them about anything these days.
Speaking of interesting, Kate Middleton, the princess of whatever over there in England, pregnant. Why do we care about the monarchy? Didn't we break away from this thing?
I don't know. There's like no copy. Nothing to...
No, this is just you telling me your opinion, Lance.
Okay.
What monarchy?
I
What do you?
think monarchy.
Why do we care?
Monarchy. Why do we? Let me start over.
Yeah.
We care about the. Okay. I'll tell you one thing.
Yes.
If they have kids, they should get those kids in front of a camera now, because show business is a tough racket to break into.
You want to put your kids
I
in?
just think that
Kate Middleton
you got to
should
make
put-
the connections.
Let me ask you
now.
this. First of all, Kate, she probably doesn't have to, because presumably the kids are going to be loaded by virtue of being born into a monarchy. But secondly, do you really want your kids growing up to be actors?
It's like,
Have you met kids who act?
And I have, and I envy them. They're very.
You envy
lucky
them? Have you
yeah.
met their parents?
I think they're smart, because like they got in. I can't. I'm lucky. I had to bribe someone to come on your show today.
Oh,
Brian.
that's a shame. Yes, Chet, please.
Brian, you want to
Monarchy.
know why people care
Yes.
about this kid?
Why do they care about Kate Middleton? Why do we care about a monarchy? Chips?
The almighty dollar, my friend.
The almighty dollar.
The almighty dollar.
How much is that
That's
chip you're
50
holding?
cents.
That's a 50-cent chip.
right.
So in your hand you're holding.
The almighty dollar.
You got $1 right there
That's
in
right.
chip.
That's
And that-
right.
What
We're
are
going
these?
to talk about this family. They're rich. They're
Yeah.
loaded. All
Yeah.
right. Little too
But is
rich
that
for
why
my
we
blood.
care? Is that why we broke away from the monarchy a couple hundred years ago? We don't have a monarchy. They don't even really have it. They have a symbolic monarchy. But why do we care about princess whatever, or prince who, and why?
Well, you never can tell when a king's going to return, come back, and go. It's hard. Just don't ignore it. There are turnips to tend to.
You're giving me a headshot.
If you want that, if you need it.
Sure. I mean, we can do this after the
You
taping.
need me to wear a
We can-
tie.
don't need you. No, you don't have to dress. We can. Let's take care of this kind of networking stuff after the show, if you don't
Sure.
mind. Because
Okay. All right.
right now.
Okay.
All right. You know what? Speaking of commercials,
yeah.
which you would like to do,
Yeah.
I'm going to do one right now. Every week we take on what we like to call our under-the-table sponsor. That's a small business that gives our staff a little extra spending money, while the business gets a commercial they have absolutely no creative control over. This week's sponsor is WJBloomerHealthy.com, purveyor of great-tasting, clinically proven weight loss products. Perfect in case you're planning on a New Year's resolution to lose weight, or in case there's a zombie apocalypse and you want to be light enough to flee. Check them out at
WJBloombergHealth.com.
Close. WJBloomerHealthy.com.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Damn it.
You know, I do a lot of commercial acting.
Really?
Yeah, I should take you out.
And we are back with Lance, Chet, and Dinke.
Good day.
Good day. Ted Nugent. Does that name? What kind of thoughts do you think when you? Ted
Nugent is a delicious part of a candy bar.
That's nougat.
Three Musketeers.
That's nougat. You got it right. Ted Nugent.
Three Musketeers.
You know,
Singer.
if
Ted
I could
Nugent.
just take a look at some copy.
Ted
which
Nugent.
We don't
really
have
helped
copy. This
me.
is just us talking. This
Ted
is a tape
Nugent.
about Ted Nugent.
Can't
Music I know
improvise.
very well. Cat Scratch Fever.
Right.
Frequently played songs
Some good songs.
at establishments that I frequent.
Dink, you know Ted Nugent?
Tedwin Nugent once invaded our shire.
Tedwin Nugent.
Tedwin.
Oh, Tedwin Nugent is not the same.
I think it's the same guy.
Oh, really?
Sort of a hairy,
Bow
hates
hunter?
the poor.
Hey, has a bow?
Yes, yes.
No, I don't know if he. I mean, he wrote this article, an op-ed in the Washington Post about people on welfare shouldn't be allowed to vote. What do you make of that, Lance?
Well, I'm on unemployment, so because
So you'd probably be automatically just opposed to that.
yeah, I'm not too pro that. I
Right.
just because like I got fired from my catering job,
Uh-huh.
which I was doing to try to get myself.
Are you on public assistance then?
yeah.
You are, okay.
So
maybe
it's,
you're really deep into this topic. Chet?
It's account for public assistance on old Chet's ledger as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So your gambling is, your low stakes gambling is actually, you're losing money?
Yes, I'm having sort of a rough year. I've lost $3,000 this year.
$3,000.
It's okay. I gamble with a government grant.
You-
Applied for it a number of years ago. I've really stretched
Is
it
this an
out.
artistic grant? What is this? How are you getting
Originally, it was an artistic
an NEA grant to help you gamble? So you sold this as an art project. I've seen.
Yeah, yeah.
And you squandered all that money.
It's called Despair.
Despair.
In the Shire, we have sort of a beet share program where those with the plentiful harvest will share the beets with the poor. So I think Tedwin Nugent, I don't know if this word translates, is a bit of a dickhead.
Yeah,
We have
and
that
that works in English as well.
It's a
it
very
says.
popular Hobbit word for someone who's like being a total
He's a little out there. He's definitely a fringe character.
Now, here's my thing with Ted Nugent. Why are they? He's not a political commentator. He's just kind
Right.
of he's a musician.
Yeah.
Yet he's getting published in the Washington Post.
Well, that's how I feel about the monarchies. I mean, it's like I say, he's loud enough. And he gets,
Sure.
he's out there. He's loud. He says outrageous things. He was going to kill himself if Obama was reelected.
I
He
haven't
remains
heard the
alive.
gunshot.
Yeah.
He's got a good agent, I
Yeah.
bet is the thing. He's got an
Good-
agent that's
good
getting him
PR.
out there, and I need an agent. If
So-
we could just put all the cameras on me for 2 seconds, just to really focus up, like, just take a look. I'm just looking for representation. So just give me a call, okay? Lance
So
Baker.
you don't even have an agent to
at,
send you out.
At lancebaker.com, okay? Lance Baker. I haven't gotten the domain yet. I haven't purchased that yet.
So that's someone else's domain.
Still building the site, but just go look for me on the internet, Lance Baker.
How about we stop people who are on welfare from buying Ted Nugent albums?
Well, I mean, I guess
That ought to change his tune
They're
from Cat
probably
Scratch Fever to uh-oh, I have to hunt for my food.
Sounds
That's
good to me.
all the BS we have for this week. Please join us next week for another brand new show. And in the meantime, you can like us on Facebook, love us on Twitter, and when we start serving food and drinks, please rate us on Yelp. I'm Brian Sack in New York, the city that never sleeps because it's too busy telling you not to smoke or drink soda. Good night.
Why don't you join our boy band?
I don't.
It would be good. Yeah, just like we'll start.
I don't sing. I don't
Lance,
voice.
Chet, Dink, Brian.
Boom.
Yeah, I mean, I know you don't have to sing to be in the band.
Really good.
Little auto-tune everywhere.
Yeah, true.
I'm gonna make you dead.